Welcome everyone to Product Play Tuesday. Today we are making a fun card that you will be able to use next month for Father's Day. So first of all, I just wanted to show you, do you remember this card? We did this card, I believe, in February or March of this year. And this has been one of my most popular cards pinned on Pinterest. And it's just the simple opens like that. And I just wanted today show you how you can take something and repurpose it and not have to reinvent the wheel necessarily. So I was doing a swap and I needed a quick card. So I took and made this card. So it's the same idea. Instead of opening like this, it opens like this. And it uses some of our new product in the new annual catalog. This is called Hats Off. Just a reminder, you can go to my blog at myflutterbymoments.com and you can print off the project sheet for this week. It gives you all your measurements and things that you need for this card. So we will go ahead and get started on this card. So it uses, like I said, it uses the Hats Off stamp set, and it also has a die set that goes with it. I am so excited about this set because there's so many fun and different things that you can do with it. So I'm looking forward to playing with it. We are going to begin today with, we'll start with a piece of black cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And we're going to adhere a piece of designer series paper. We have 1 month left that you can get this well-written designer series paper. Pretty much ends June 30th. And let me see if I can get that to roll. There we go. Anyway, it's a great guy paper. So, all right, I'm going to take and just glue this on like this. And then I've got this piece that measures 3 1/2 by 6 1/2, and it needs to be scored at 2 3/8 on the 6 1/2 side. So I'm going to do 2 3/8 and just score it. Okay. And then fold that down, and I want to make sure that has a good crease. All right, next I'm going to take this Whisper White. It goes in here. It is 3 3/8 by 4, but before I put it in there, I want to stamp on it. I want to stamp this "You're the Best." So I'm going to pull that out and stamp that at the bottom. Luckily these are clear so we can see right through them where we're stamping. Okay. So then we'll take that and adhere it inside here. Let's see. Like that. Then we're going to take this whole piece. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to flip it over. See, it's like this. I'm going to flip it over and adhere my DSP that goes on the front of it, which is 2 3/8 by, let me see, 2 1/4 by 3 3/8. Sorry, 2 1/4 by 3 3/8. Like I said, the project sheet has all the correct measurements on it. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to take and glue this piece to the front of our card. Okay. I'm just going to use my grid lines to line up my card so that it's straight, and I know that this is about 1 inch from each side. Make sure I get that in there like that. Okay. All right, we'll put that aside for just a minute. And now we're going to do some stamping and some die cutting. So first we're going to do a little bit of die cutting. Now with most, depends on the stamp, but with this stamp, and die set, I found it easier to die cut the image first and then stamp on it. So I'm gonna grab my Big Shot here. And bring this in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and lay this DSP on here. And I'm gonna take the big hat die and cut that out. All right. Run that through. Okay. And pull this off. And it's amazing how, like, right now, it kind of does some stitching on the hat, which is really cool. But we need a little more definition. So we are going to stamp the stamp for this as well. It gives it just that edge that you need to define the hat. So I'll take some black ink here. Just got that all over my finger. All right. Take this and ink this up. And just lay this here. And the great thing, like I said, it's clear, so you can see right through it. And you can just see where it needs to go. And I just like that it gives it a bit of definition to the hat. Okay, so this hat, we're going to glue just the top portion of it onto our card, like this. Okay. And then, like I said, I pre-cut out these little pieces because I think they're easier to stamp than trying to get that frame to keep around the image that you stamped. For me, that's how it works. So I've got Smoky Slate and I've got Pacific Point that I'm going to use. And I'm going to pull out my number 1. I think my number 1 is blue, yes. All right, so I'm just going to take it and lay it down like that. And then we'll do the Dad and the Smoky Slate. I did cut out a couple in case I messed up, but they went well. Okay, we'll close these up. We're going to put dimensionals on the back of both of them. Like this. And we'll bring our card back in. And the Dad I'm going to put on first. Kind of goes right there on the brim. And then the number 1 is going to tuck behind it like this. All right, so that's it. That's how easy that card is to make. It's a great go-to card. You could do so many different ideas along the edge of the card. And make so many. You could do flowers, you could do leaves, you could do hearts, you could do pumpkins, you could do all sorts of things. So anyway, this is my card for today. Join me next week because we're going to be doing things in a little bit different format starting June 1st, and I'm very excited about that. And remember, you can go to my blog at myflutterbymoments.com to print off the project sheet. And thanks for stopping by.